Yeah, I'm late, Mav. I know. I was trying to figure out how to pull stuff up from Discord cuz I got pictures of Coco graduating from intermediate puppy and you know, it's James, I'm here. James, I'm here, James. Don't be timing people out. James, I got my eye on you. Progeny loves having you as moderator because she is sure that you will sow chaos. This is who we're letting loose onto the world in just a few short years. You're welcome. Trying to figure out how to share from Discord. I don't know. I don't. I mean, hi Bella. Hi Mav. I mean, you're back to see me probably get punished again for what I don't know, but I'm sure it was something. Mav is always the one who is pushing me from behind, saying, get a move on, Hashtag progeny, who is going out to a movie tonight with a friend. How dare she? It's fine. It's fine. Sister. Okay. All right. Listen, I'm laying down the ground rules right now. No making me laugh until I pee. Okay. That's my only ground rule is that no making me laugh until I pee. Cicero almost got me yesterday. Almost. Hey Daytona, how are you? That's what I was looking for because she has like this little like pom-pom headband on and she's adorable and I don't know how to share it. So I know. I know. Cicero, have you met James K? Because he is. I mean, this whole thing is his fault. This whole thing is his fault. And he's a troublemaker. He is absolutely a troublemaker. Erica, glad you could join us. I'm getting error messages because I don't know how to share stuff from Discord. I'm getting all kinds of error messages. Okay, so let me see if I can do it this way then, because um it's gonna be so low tech, but that's all right. Wait a minute. Look at that face. Look at that face. Isn't that just adorable? She graduated from intermediate puppy. She starts advanced puppy next week, which starts a bunch of the task training, which quite frankly, we have already done. We've started some of the task training here at the house and here at the house. Here's the house. I'm Canadian all of a sudden. I don't know where that came from. But that she is she's not even 6 months old yet. And she's doing stuff that she is doing stuff that is beyond what we were hoping for. Cicero. We are training her to be my daughter's diabetic alert dog. Progeny has had type 1 diabetes since the age of 3.5. She is now, this is now 13 years later. But we are trying to get her kind of up and ready for her loosening hold of the roots and furling out those wings to fly away from the nest. Cicero, I'd rather laugh than cry. So, and this is a family frickin' friendly show. Listen, let's get a few more F words in there, but no, let's not. But it's a good thing. It's a very hectic time for Progeny because she's also still a teenager who wants to go out with her friends and see a movie. So there you go. I am trying. I very rarely succeed. Why is this down so low? It is one of those nights already. I have you, James. Now that's in my head. Now it's in my head. Yeah. I mean, because see, I've had rheumatoid arthritis since the age of 18, and I'm now It's just a few years past that mark now. Just a few. I mean, I swear I'm still in my 30s. Not by a long shot. It's fine. We're good. And tonight is the night of singing, apparently. You do not want me singing. You want Witch of Heart and Blue Bacon singing, not me. Listen, Progeny. Progeny made me do it. And I'm blaming her. I'm absolutely blaming her, and you can't convince me otherwise. And she's not here to defend herself. So there you go. Yeah, so this has been we try to keep things drama free around these parts. Not always possible, apparently. Um now with the song going through my head. What? What? Um apparently that stream with on Witch of Hearts channel, all one word if you haven't seen it and want to look it up. We just had fun. We were laughing hysterically. People were putting stuff in the chat that just was hysterical, and someone else decided to stream snipe it and tell us all how absolutely unfunny and awful we were. You know, my idea. Oh yes, yes. See, and since Progeny is 16 now, by the time she's fully trained in about a year and a half, she should be ready to take Coco with her to whatever college she decides to go to. So yay. So when I hear people like cutting on other folks because of how they look, or stuff like, I'm like, I am not a huge fan of that myself, because you really can't. Oh, Cicero, you're gonna start me already. You're gonna start me already. Yeah, that's well, here's something I learned. Apparently that the ceiling fan going on overhead is disturbing to some folks, which, hey, if it bugs you, if it's going to give you a migraine, absolutely don't watch, find somebody else. There are so many other people putting stuff out on karaoke that is of much better quality than this. Have it go with my blessing. Certainly don't want people getting migraines. It is not on, however. The ceiling fan? See the ceiling fan up there? It is not on because I am full of flatulence, however. It's on because I live in Southern Arizona and it's frickin' June. Really? Really? Yeah. So, whatever. James. Jimothy? I have not heard Jimothy. I am now a fan of Jimothy. Just, saying. I wish. It is basically, I mean, when I left this afternoon to go shopping for this live stream, and probably the next 3 with the amount of goodies that I bought, the outside temp, according to the car and the thermometer we had on the back porch in shade, said 110. Thankfully, while I was out, there was a small outburst, outburst. It was an outburst of rain. It was very mad. It hit the ground with absolute fury. But what was nice was that it actually dropped 30 degrees by the time we got home. So it was 80 when I got home. And I was like, wow, that is a significant difference in air temp in Southern Arizona. Now wait, because all of the soil, well, the hard packed earth, it's not really soil, it's hard packed sand. Also caliche, which is a clay like 6 inches under the sand. anything, any seed that has been hanging out is now going to go, oh, it's our time. Let's go. And just we're going to have green everywhere in about 2 days. That's going to die out in about 7 and be ready for fire. So that's fun. It's fun. It's the season of the desert, unless we get another monsoon downpour. We might get some haboobs, we might get some downpours. It's always fun in the desert. But this is definitely the part of the year where we pay for the glorious weather for the rest of the year. There is absolutely a place where you can ban them, report them, and honestly, this is where I don't care what they say. They're never going to meet me in real life. We have nothing in common. I don't care what they have to say. They don't live my life. I don't live theirs. We will never meet. Have a nice life. Go with God. Be blessed. But yeah. We don't have to clear much around the home because nothing grows much. We do xeriscaping, which is like native lands, native plants, definitely. When it's 110, it doesn't matter what you think. It does not take long. Does not take long. And now Sue Bear's got my mind going on this. Thank you, Sue Bear. Thank you. A Meowton. Okay. It's I don't even, I mean, I don't even know where it's wherever it's from. Just have a blast, buddy. Yeah, there are a couple Texans in here right now, Miss Kim. So yeah. Oh man. Usually it's like but this year is still mowing. Wow. We've got a couple sections of artificial turf just for, Prodigy to, run around on, and quite frankly, dogs that we have to, have a cooler spot. Except that if it's in direct heat and it like this time of year, if I go out there barefoot, oh, good golly, I've literally burned the bottoms of my feet. I don't miss burning my feet. I don't miss baking cookies on asphalt. Baking cookies inside of your car, like right underneath the windshield, your car smells really nice. It does. But, there you go. I like it, Cicero. I like it. All right. So I don't know what y'all have had for dinner. My dinner, we're going international. We're doing international cuisine. And of course, to help, because this may very well do something like that. Don't you know? Yeah, now. Tell your folks I says hi. Yeah, my mom still lives in the house that I grew up in, not even just the town, the house that I grew up in. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. We have a bunch of stuff. Probably enough for like 3 streams. And what I really liked about the store that I went into, Cost Plus Warehouse, they have on the little shelf tags a flag of the country of origin, so I could pick a bunch from different things. Let's start off with a lovely beverage. This is Lorina Artisanal Sparkling Blood Orange Soda, and it says De France avec amour. So let's see. Oh, can my arthritic hand? Oh, there we go. Did you hear that? Ouch. Yeah. Oh, but she is not enjoying it though. Not at all. She's not even 6 months yet. So she's like just trying to desensitize her even to her harness is a challenge so far. Blood orange soda from France. But it's always gonna be a process. And she's also in the very much like fearful stage where new things can cause a lot of fear. So we are definitely having to go slow. But we got time. We absolutely got time. Daytona, Daytona. It is de France avec amour. From France with love. I mean, look at that lovely blood orange. Mm. Smells very fruity. It doesn't have a huge like orange taste because we had a blood orange tree at our old house. Doesn't have a huge taste, but it's nice. It's light. um, you know, I was actually born in New Jersey, believe it or not, and nobody I know, like, there's nobody around me named Judy, so it's one of those kind of old names. Apparently, that is, I don't know, going out of style, I guess. Blood orange is indeed good, and it's like sometimes the carbonation can be like so much you can barely taste it because it's all the bubbles on your tongue. This isn't like that. That is nice. So Cicero, are you in Wisconsin? Because you may be around me or around my around my mom. Um, that's not bad. And I mean, look at the bottle. The bottle is curvy. The bottle is sexy. The bottle may be staying around later. We'll see. Phrasing. It may become a vase with a flower in it. Phrasing. Phrasing. All right. Where are we going to start today? We have Korea. We have China. We have Scotland. We have England. We have, where are you from? Thailand. I did get one thing from the good old US of A. Sue Bear, thank you. I was waiting. Sue Bear, I was waiting. If you're in Florida, the North, that might more specifically be La Crosse, Wisconsin. For your sake, I hope not. But hey, there are a lot of things coming out of La Crosse now. It looks good, right? It's a little, I mean, you can obviously see the, should we start with Thailand? All right. Remind me what was Thailand. Here we go. We're going to start a little savory. Crispy shrimp cheek. I don't know. Oh, we got to talk offline, girl. These are little I don't shrimp cheek. I didn't realize shrimps had cheeks. Depending on whether you're north or south, you may be neighbors with my mom. Oh my gosh, Ohio is trying. So this is with 100% real shrimp. All right, let's see what this is. Oh, that is shrimp. That is shrimp. I don't know what shrimp cheeks are though. One shrimp, one cheek? What? It says one shrimp, one cheek. I don't know what that means. And it's in Taiwanese on the back, so I can't read it. All right. Oh, they're like little they're little shrimps. Oh dear. That's a whole. All right. I'm glad I'm not allergic to shellfish because very crunchy. Okay. I will say I am used to shrimps being peeled. I don't believe these were. They are cooked, Daytona. I believe they are. Okay, shrimp and blood orange soda, not the best combo I've ever chosen. I have water. I think I'll be using that. They are definitely fried. It says fresh shrimp cheek. What the heck is a shrimp cheek? Griff guy, can you Google shrimp cheek for me? I hope the poop vein was taken out, but they're so small, I'm not sure. Okay, a lot of soy, a lot of like white pepper, maltodextrin, paprika. Yep, that kind of stuff. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. These are, I mean, they are, oh golly, that looks like the eyeball. I mean, because like that is most definitely like a little leg right there. That I hope it's been deveined. My hopes are not high though. I can see though it being a nice change, like a nice savory kind of a snack. I can also see the legs getting caught in your teeth. So there's the downside. You see, Griff Kai comes in the pinch again. This was rice bran oil. Yep, fried with rice bran oil and baked. Oh, fried and baked for extreme crunchiness. Okay. Yeah, they're fried and then they're baked and coated with yummies for this one. So you learn something new every day. They're shrimp. I'm guessing just the itty bitty ones is what I'm guessing. Oh, that was a shrimp cheek burp. That's what that was. I mean, not Joe Bravo. I mean, Cicero, very obviously. All right. Oh, by the way, let's see. Okay, so we got Austria. We have Korea with French gourmet butter. We have Japanese. They don't eat eggs cooked. I think they like will drop an egg in a ramen and it cooks. They got some mochi, whatever. Got the taro and the red bean. Progeny loves those. So I said, look, I have to at least try, one on the stream and then you can devour them. Korea's next. I also, to torture myself, from China, got some seaweed Pringles. So that should be interesting. Australian chocolate Tim Tams. I mean, if we're gonna go international, you gotta get some shortbread from Scotland. I have some dark chocolate tea cakes, which I asked Mark, the sarcastic lawyer, what kind of tea should I have with them? And he said the good kind, which was very helpful. And I said, thank you. But you're talking to someone whose ancestors helped dump tea into the Boston Harbor. I said, yes, drink that kind. So again, Mark was very helpful. But I do have digestibles to try. I've never actually had these before. Yeah, I know about the fish cheek, man. Because that is, I mean, it is I've heard it's a delicacy. It's not something that I have ever tried, but 100-year eggs scare me. they kind of scare me. I haven't had Tam Tams before. So no, I should not eat a raw egg. Absolutely not. They're an acquired taste. That fills me with hope. I found international food at what's called a Cost Plus World Market. I think they're more like stemming out of California. And so being in Arizona, it's not that far over the border, I think. The audacity. Each shrimp yields one cheek. Well, at least the internal organs came out, I hope. Chat does not say that. James says that. Chat, no. I I do too. Um, this is what I'm saying, Griff. It's okay. We still love Cicero, but it blasphemous. Absolutely. All right. And did I show you? Oh, Thea Thomas said that the Mars bars from England taste very different than the Mars bars here. So I got one of those. I got Japanese chocolate, little tree stump cookies. And then German, right? Germany. Yeah. Again, Progeny loves these. So I might get a bite and then the rest goes to her. So that, I mean, that should keep us busy for a little while, right? And did I show you guys this from Nashville, Little Goose? There's my sister used to live in Nashville, and yeah. All right, so we're gonna go. we do like to yank his chain, don't we? I used to eat those as a kid because I mean in Wisconsin in all the green yards, dandelions always grew. Always. So yeah, the dandelion greens were wonderful. And we used to hold the dandelion flower under your chin to see if you would melt like butter or something, and just the pollen got off on your chin. I don't know why we did that, but we were weird as kids. I'm still weird now. Definitely tastes different. I may not have to. I may not argue with you on that one. This row. We may have to have a discussion. Like I'm an expert. I am not an expert. A weed is a plant that we haven't found a use for yet. I think Emerson said that, or somebody said that. All right. So, honey butter chips with French gourmet butter. This should be interesting because they pumped the gas in there to keep the chips safe. Sorry for all the crunching. Here's my ASMR for the night. Okay. Oh. See, and then it just wait, what is Rip It? Do I want to know, Mav? I don't know if I want I don't want to know if I don't know if I want to know. I don't know what Rip It is. Oh, that is again, it's not a bad smell. It's just a big smell. It is. I bite my nose to get rid of it. It is very sweet. I don't remember having like a Lay's kind of a chip, like a Pringles kind of a chip that was sweet. So Lisa, yeah, and on my trip to Europe as a teenager, when I was Progeny's age, I went with my French class, and we went to the Lindor's chocolate factory where that makes Toblerone. And at the end of the factory tour, they put us into a beautiful, all kinds of, white tablecloths and napkins, and looked very shishi. A bunch of teenagers, couple of adults, and they had all the different kinds of chocolates that were made at the factory. And essentially we were given 15 minutes to eat whatever we wanted to, whatever we could. And then it would be cleaned up and reset for the next tour that went through. Can I tell you how fast we were cramming it down our gullets in the first 5 minutes? Then the second 5 minutes, we were kind of slowing down. And the last 5 minutes, we were like, oh, I'm going to be sick. I'm absolutely going to be sick. Actually, I like the darker the chocolate, the better. Because I have a cold, dark hole where my heart is. So the bitter the chocolate, the better I like it. we had to get into the VW buses that were our touring equipment and head off to the next city. So feeling car sick as we went. That was fun. Our French teacher warned us. Did we pay attention? No. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I mean, it was, can you tell I'm kind of not wanting to taste the sweet chips? Can you tell? I was kind of putting it off. Okay. It looks just, I mean, it's got little specks on it. So it's, I mean, almost like a little like sour cream and onion. The smell is not sour cream and onion. The smell is honey. That is very unique. That's what I love about international foods, man. Because you got the chip and it has salt on it. So you got the salty chip, but it has so much of a buttery taste with the honey. Have you ever made like a honey butter spread for, I don't know, toast or something? Yes. That's like what hits your tongue first, but then like what hits it later? It is this, I'm not even sure if I can describe it. It is. Okay. It does not have a candy flavor, Daytona. It does not, because there's too much of the potato in there for a candy flavor. It's a potato that wants to be candy, but it is not. There's something in there. I mean, it's got some parsley in it. That's probably what the specs are. And a whole lot of sugar. That is unique. That is, I'm trying to figure out a situation where I would want sweet potato chips, because they kind of taste like original Lay's, like the not ruffled or anything, just like the regular original Lay's that have been doused in honey butter. Mostly butter. I'll have to say that is not I can't think of a place where I would want to sample that or eat it en masse. Like 2, I'm good. I am 2 chips. I'm good with that one. Cicero. Hey, Liz. How you doing? Driving no talkies. Okay. Am I going Japan next? Australia? Germany? You know what? I am thinking I might actually go to China next for the seaweed, because I'm like, I've messed up my flavor buds already with honey butter potato chips. Let's go with the seaweed. Now, I don't mind. I'll show you next, Sue Bear. I don't mind like seaweed. Especially like sushi and stuff like that. I love the seaweed sheets. So, I mean, this looks very, hello. Oh, there we go. That looks very impressive, doesn't it? I mean, it's gold on black with it looks very impressive. All right. I'm going to open this. Oh, that was a big pop. Okay. Liz, because you're driving, I'm going to read this one out just for you. How do you spot a blind man on a nude beach? It's not hard. And touche, those velvet crumbles were funky, man. Because it was like a honeycomb texture inside and a taste of honey inside so it wasn't, I was expecting it to taste kind of like a Butterfinger, but it wasn't. It was funky. See, isn't that it's funny. Oh, hello, darling. Okay. They went the extra step to make sure it didn't get crushed. We got just a little bit of crunchies there. All right. That again was pumped full of nitrogen gas or what I think they use nitrogen to like help with the cushioning the food. All right. That is a distinct seaweed smell. A smell of the ocean. All right. That is. I think they're smaller than a typical Pringle. But then of course, we overeat so much in America. That this should be interesting. The texture is not quite like low tide. But I yeah. um okay, there's the seaweed hit. It didn't hit me right away. I think these are thicker than what Lay's usually are. Because like again, it's like the first what I'm first getting is the potato and the salt. Because of course that the salt's certainly gonna be overwhelming. But the seaweed like takes a little while to hit. These actually are not that bad. 1 ounce servings. I'm sure that's what it says on Pringles, but do we ever not eat the entire can of Pringles? You may have help, but do we ever not eat the whole can of Pringles at one time? These are actually lower in carbs than I think ours because the as the mother of a diabetic, we count carbs, and so we're always looking on the label to see how many carbs per serving. And I won't eat it all now, Cicero. Once you pop, you can't stop. I do appreciate this though, because the little tray, I do appreciate that. Um, I'm gonna make Progeny have some of those too. um, Daytona, I think that those seaweed chips, I almost got something like that, but then Progeny was like, get these instead. Because they were like roasted seaweed kind of bars. And I bet I look like those would just disintegrate right in your mouth too. Um and those I kind of like. I'm weird, but yes. Um yeah, that's and they are good for you. Probably not good if you have like hypo thing hypotension, hyp, hyp, high blood pressure because there's just a lot of salt in them anyway. So, all right, I'm going to try another swallow of my blood orange soda and see how badly it clashes with seaweed. Let's check that one out. Okay, that is weird. No words. It's just weird. All right. All right, we're going to Tim Tam Land, which is Australia. Irresistibly chocolatey happiness in a biscuit. I got the originals. They had a bunch of different flavors. It's good to know. It's good to know that we're not the only ones that just has junk food. I think we probably have the corner on the market on junk food though. Oh boy, look out then. Raven, I have a story for you, darling. Hypoglycemic is when you go low. Your body may be fighting your hypoglycemia so hard that it's storing away stuff for, lean times, so to speak. That may be part of it. Because yes, we have some similar issues in our household. Yeah, I hear you. Because I am not a serious YouTuber. Oh, I just bonked the monitor. Because I'm not a serious YouTuber, I don't go back like into my first couple of live streams or like from months ago and check for new comments, because apparently that's the thing that serious YouTubers do, and I'm not a serious YouTuber. Raven, you can't prove it. Apparently comments were screenshotted to Shiz, and Shiz had a response for you, but she didn't tag you. So I'm not sure how she would figure out that it would get to you. Like, because I'm gonna guess that you're not checking my videos from 3 months ago looking for a comment directed to you. I'm gonna guess that is not front of mind for you to check my old videos for comments directed to you. I'm gonna guess not. I don't even check them for comments directed to me. So there you go. But yeah, that's not good, Cicero, because when Progeny does that, we start pulling out all the stops, because if she doesn't go back up soon, that's like danger land. Danger. In fact, if she goes below 70, we got to start pulling stuff out. So, all right. So this is what they look like. I'm literally hoping they don't melt in my hand right now, because window, you can see how much sun it's getting right now. Okay, they're soft but not gooey. This is good. In Southern Arizona, we normally store anything chocolate in the fridge for the summer times. Oh, it's melting already on me. This is gonna go like into the fridge as soon as I am done here. As anything chocolate just has to be stored in the fridge for the summer. It's hello. I don't know how to do this right. So 2 little biscuits with like some filling. That's not, oh, that's actually not bad, because the chocolate doesn't overpower it. See, now here in Arizona, we're freezing those puppies for the summer. I'm gonna stick. Oh, and there's just enough salt that makes the chocolate pop. There is yeah, it's like not so sweet that you feel sick after eating 2. You can probably eat 2 without which is a serving size, without like that would be satisfying. That'd be enough. So yeah, I can see how Tim Tams can definitely be addictive. Oh, dang, that's just another thing. By the way, we have baby wipes because baby Coco was very itchy coming to our house. And the vet was like, oh, dang. I hope we don't have to worry about allergies for the dog. I'm hoping it's just like the mesquite trees in your backyard or something. So for the first 2 months that we had her, we had to wipe her down whenever she came in. But then she wasn't scratching herself and trying to eat her own legs. So it worked. So now we just, now the mesquite trees are like, they are raining pollen down. It is. I mean, it's just, it's pretty bad with the raining down pollen. So we have to start wiping her down again. And she just wants to eat the wipes. It is fun. Hella nice. I know, nice. And I just, wait. There we go. What's the difference between a G-spot and a golf ball? Guy will actually search for a golf ball. Leaving off the other part. Oh my gosh. I mean, listen, we don't beat up on other people. We just take their chocolate if they don't like it. I mean, right? Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm trying foods from all over. The seaweed chips, Lay's potato chips, were interesting. The honey butter potato chips were weird. Just weird. All right. Blood orange soda from France. Avec mieux. Oh, Alan Eyes, you need to go to Witch of Hearts channel and check out the live. It was. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Can confirm. And I'm not reading that one out for you, Liz. You get to check that one on replay. All right. All right, shall we go to Austria next? Austria is a country that I don't. They have schnitzel, right? They have schnitzel. They have pretzels, big pretzels, right? They apparently also have quadratini, little raspberry yogurt bites. And they had blueberry yogurt bites, and they had I forget, like the yogurt bites are kind of fun, and it's a fun kind of a container. I mean, they may be all crushed to heck coming from all the way over from Austria. Oh, they're adorable. They're adorable. Look, little strawberry yogurt squares like that. Oh, that was the honey butter potato chips trying to make a comeback. It didn't like that I was disparaging it. It was trying to come back up. Austria they do have some nice wieners over there. Wow. That raspberry taste is good raspberry. It's not fakey at all. Oh, see? A raspberry yogurt cream filling has a rich taste and aroma because we carefully select only fruits that ripen in the warm sunlight. In harmony with the rhythm of the seasons, they ripen in the heart of nature, creating for a simply inviting aroma. I mean, how can you say no to that? I mean, they're not overly sweet either, which is nice. See, and the serving size is 8 cookies. It doesn't. How many calories on those puppies? There's less than 2 per of those little suckers. And there's protein in there from the yogurt. That's the kind of snack that I wouldn't feel like completely guilty enjoying one of the and they had blueberry and they had all kinds of flavors. Okay, that's nice. I may go back to I know 8 little ones. It's like if the suggested size is like 1, you're like, but I'm not going to eat 1. I'm going to eat 15. Why do you make me do the math? Oh, Cicero. Dang. Cicero coming in with the heavy. Okay. Oh, man. All right. After Austria, where we're headed next? Are we going Japan? And for mochi, is it mochi or I think it's mochi. Is it mochi or mochi? I never know. And I got yarrow root and red bean. I mean the Walker's shortbread. That's always a winner. Just I think Cicero and Lemon Tart, we would have to have some ground rules so that the entire world doesn't spin off its axis, though, because getting those two powerhouses together could be dangerous. Could absolutely be dangerous. It's always a winner, right? It's always a winner. We always have to get some for we always have to get it for Christmas. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by the chat. What? Huh? What? I am not a serious YouTuber, as you can tell. I kind of doubt she does. I think she's only interested when she's involved, which I get. I get it. You know, I bet you two do. All right, so I have red bean, which is it's a sweet bean. And taro, which is like that, it's that purple potato kind of thing, but it's not really a potato. It is a starch, I think. But yeah, it is all right, red bean or taro, which one? And that to see how it is traditionally, it's a root veg, right? Touche. To see how it is done in like how the Japanese traditionally do it is amazing to see them like pound out the rice until it becomes a paste, until it becomes the paste. All right. Let's hear from someone how I'm doing this all wrong. Oh, wait. I'm gonna have to put in earbuds now. Dang it. Make me mess stuff up. Wait. I'm not teching. I'm just like completely. Okay. I won't. I won't. I'm safe right now. Go for it. Oh no. And here's Mark. Hi, Mark.
Yeah, you're doing it all wrong. Just...
Of course.
My God. I got back and I was like, wait, oh my God, this is the time. I was like, I'm later than Cody's mum was 57 years ago.
Oh, dang. We're coming in hot. That's what she said. Stop. All right. We're going to try the red bean.
Hey, Lisa. Hey, everybody. Oh my God, we got Subit and Lisa in the same sledge. And Cicero.
I know.
Yeah.
And Cicero dropping some jokes. So just be forewarned.
Hey, Cicero. Hey,
now, Liz Lizard Breath is driving, so she can't chat. So feel free to read stuff out. Oh, by the way, I am so bad at tech. I think I'm worse than Demon is for teching. I'm bad.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm trying to learn.
That long to bring me up.
Now look at this.
I'm glad I said that, and not what actually went through my head.
Isn't that just so nice? Look at that. The packaging is just beautiful. It's like got little flowers, little flowers and stuff.
They are. Cicero's coming in with the jokes.
Oh yeah. It turns out she's from Wisconsin as well. Wisconsin.
What comes after 69? Usually me, to be honest, but occasionally also here.
Jeez. Mark, where are my scissors,
nice
Mark?
wash.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
How are the pups? How are the girls?
The girls are fine. They are little shite bags, as always.
How old are they?
Puggy is... Oh, God, she's getting on now. I don't actually have a bloody clue.
Alrighty then. Well, hello, Coco.
I think Froggy is maybe about 3.
Okay.
She's got to be about 3
now. Coco came in.
And the pug is probably not far off 10.
Can
9, 10 maybe.
Can you hop up? Coco. She's like, no. Progeny has been teaching me not to jump up. You can't make me. She's now hopped up on the bed because, of course, we let her hop up on the bed all the time. She's turning into parkour dog. She will like jump on like the side of the end of the bed, and like she'll come tearing into the room, bounce, like jump off the side of the bed so she can keep going. I'm scared. I'm a little bit scared.
The girls haven't seen me for probably about 3 months at this point, so I lasted about 30 seconds in there.
Yeah.
I sat down and then I was getting a 69 from a pug who was absolutely determined to bonk right down on my face. And I was like, I do not want to do this, pug. Get off. This is
Coco does. We're teaching her French commands because people can be jerks and try to pull service dogs off task by saying, "Come here, puppy, come here, come here, come here." And so we're teaching her commands in French. She also likes to French. I do not
yes,
need to be Frenched by her. They're so
does a pug and the frog, actually, to be honest.
They're so gooshy. I love it. They're gooshy.
Yes, Subear, Froggy is the one I showed in voice chat. I call her the frog because she's French.
All right.
Did you just have something juicy in your mouth?
If these weren't so high in carbs, or carborific, as we like to say, I would just want to just eat these all day, every day, because they're so yummy. And the texture is so unlike what we have in America. But I love them. They're so
positively invigorating.
They're like
invigilating.
They're like those stress balls that you squeeze. It's kind of it's a mochi ball.
Alan will tell you about squeezing.
They're so good though. And you can get all kinds of different flavors in them.
I've actually had a swallow very nearly fly into my head. When they I mean, it's kind of an old farmer wives' tale, but when they're flying high, it's going to be good weather the next day. But when they're flying down low, it's going to be you're going to get low pressure and clouds and rain.
There you go. See, now that we've had Fig Newtons here, and of course, what did we always tell each other Fig Newtons were filled with? Filled up with chopped worms, of course. They're not. It's actually figs, but yeah. The squishy bunny Jello gif, absolutely. They're like that. They do, and so do my joints, because arthritis. What fun! We have
even mine are starting to get a hang for the weather.
Yeah, well, and when my rheumatoid is now having fun with osteo, I'm like, because I'm old enough now for osteo, which is the wear and tear arthritis that everybody gets eventually. Yay! What fun! Yeah. and grape nuts absolutely are just gravel off the street, and sand, mixing sand and gravel. Absolutely.
The only thing I wouldn't trust is peanuts. They're all nut and no pea.
Martha Sarcastic Lawyer, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Yes, I mean, I literally, like, I used to say, "Oh, my big toe is hurting." Haha. Now it really is. I'm like, oh, dang. Hey, Coco, what are you doing? I see you. Oh my goodness, are you whining? What are you whining for? Because I'm not giving you anything. I'm not giving anything to the poor Coco.
Oh, if you think that's bad, Cicero, you should hear about the peacock.
Do I want to know?
Yeah, that one's all cock and no pea.
There you go. There you go. There you go. All right. How about one more? Because dang, I'm getting full. And we're What are we doing next? Am I doing a dark chocolate tea cake? A
Mm.
digestive? I don't actually have tea with me right now, but
You don't have
oh,
tea. You should absolutely have tea with you, and you should be testing the dunking coefficient of that.
oh, see, I've heard that I need to dunk. So all right, so let me stay.
Yes, you need to dunk. It
Okay.
needs to be dunked.
Okay, do the tea cakes don't need to be dunked, do they? Do the tea cakes need to be dunked?
You can get away with just like
Okay.
they're not as nice as the milk chocolate ones. I prefer the milk chocolate ones, but
see, I could have gotten those.
They're still
I like the dark chocolate though.
Hmm.
Why are you whining? We eat whiners in this household. That includes you. See? Physical therapy sucks, but yet it also helps.
What goes in hard and dry but comes out soft and wet? Usually me.
Mark. All right. So, tell you what, we'll have a tea section next time. We'll do tea next. And does shortbread get dunked in tea, or is that just?
You can, but you don't need to. So.
Okay, are you guys hearing her? Because the toot
Yes.
I'm getting from the dog. You may not. I don't know if the mic is picking her up. Hi, Shuggy. How are you?
Yeah, Shuggy says absolutely no. Don't dunk the shortbread. It's usually a side dish to the tea. Should we say?
Okay. Wait, I thought I was a side dish. Okay.
Wait, this is a family show? Oh, bugger.
Wait, what? All right.
I was about to say ruined.
We have visited China. We have visited Korea, Austria. What were you? Oh, Thailand.
You can absolutely dunk a shortbread though. If if you're working class, you can dunk a shortbread.
She just came in, so I don't think so. I think it is.
Oh, don't.
I had
2 dogs. I had 2 Wiis and 2 of the other ones. The only problem is only one of the other ones was outside.
So yes, Shuggy, I do own a kettle. It's an electric kettle. So I normally will boil the water. Okay. Do you need to preheat the cup with the water, and then you let the cup heat up, and then dump the water, and then pour? I mean, I know there's a whole thing. Y'all have an empire built on it.
There's no need to preheat the cup. The cup will be fine.
Not that you don't have to. Apparently, you can't. Mark, you can't.
What did you call me?
Mark.
Oh, can't. Sorry.
C-A-N-T. Oh my.
It's hanging around with these Americans. I can't help it. Just
milk or tea first? I have no idea, but I will take milk in my tea. So
that's a big debate. Although actually, there was during the Second World War, there was an entire paper written on whether you put the milk or the tea first.
Because of course there was.
Yeah.
Of course there was. Okay, see, I mean, Daytona's like, look, just microwave 3 minutes, dunk it and go. Let's go. Come on.
I mean, it's more practical to put the tea first and then the milk, because you can control exactly how strong or weak the tea is.
I don't normally have tea with lemon. Usually I have it with milk. I usually have my hot drinks with milk because I live in Arizona and like to cool things down. So normally,
every time I think of tea with lemon, I just think of that scene from Titanic.
From what?
From Titanic, where the captain's got his cup of tea. And it's got the lemon in it. It's the only time I've actually seen lemon in tea.
There you go. See, now, I mean, Cicero says no milk or sugar, just straight. Do you also drink your coffee black? That's something I never could. Liz may not be wrong in that right now. I could probably do that. Especially when it's 110 outside. I'm sorry, it's fine. It's fine.
Don't even need to boil a kettle and just make it cold, leave it outside for 5 minutes, done. I'm joking. Don't do that. It will be disgusting.
So the tea or milk issues. Okay. All right. So we're 81 in Seattle. I would need a sweater. Yeah. So yeah, see, Sister, she's like, look, don't mess with me. I take my stuff pure and that's it. Just don't even mess with it. I can honor that. So milk first, but that's make sure there's room for it. Yeah. Oh, raspberry tea is good. Tea all the way all the way.
Yeah, because tea bags, the longer you leave them in, they will just brew more and more. Just keep
going. Pot of tea. The milk or tea first issue doesn't happen with tea bags. It only occurs with pot of tea. See, there's not enough pot. There's not enough pot drinkers. Phrasing. There's not enough tea drinkers in my house to warrant an entire pot of tea.
Do you know how the tea bag was invented?
How tea bags are what?
Were invented.
Do I want to know?
It was accidental.
Was it really?
Yeah, they were. There was the guy who invented tea bags. He created these tea bags to actually put loose tea in, so that he could sell it, sort of kind of like maybe a baggie of drugs or something like that. That kind of a deal.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That sort of style of packaging.
That makes sense.
And so he'd sell it by sort of weigh it out into these little pouches, and he'd sell them by the pouch. And people not realizing this, they just dumped the pouch into the teapot, and it worked. And that's how.
The story is that's how ice cream cones were invented too. At a World's Fair, they ran out of cups for ice cream, and there was a waffle maker, like right across from the ice cream guy. So he's like, wrap some waffles, thin waffles in a cone shape, and let me put the ice cream in there so people can walk with it.
I like to have jam first, because if I put the creamer first and then I try to put jam on top of that, it ends up in just a complete bloody mess. But technically, the quote unquote correct way is to do it the other way around.
Oh my. Yeah. All right. So Liz is home and safe. She's not texting and driving.
Yeah.
Well, hot coffee and tea. I want it semi-sweet and murky. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably what I normally do too. But because I'm old and set in my ways now. I'm like, let's just get some sugar-free syrups, and I can do something different every day if I want.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say knowledge. I have trivia. So it's trivia, and it's song lyrics and movie quotes.
I have squirrels.
That's about all I have now. Not narky? Wait, I don't even know what narky. Well, wait. Oh, Mark discussed. Okay, tea and coffee should be drunk to the NATO standard. Why am I not surprised that there is a NATO standard on coffee and tea?
Milk and 2 sugars.
I never drank coffee until freshman year in college, and I decided that is what college students did, was drink coffee. So in the first ramp up week to my first year at college, I sat down in the dining hall, poured myself a big pot of coffee, and just started testing different kinds of, do I want 1 sugar? Do I want 2? Do I want, 15? Do I want cream in it? Do I want, and I settled on 2 Sweet and Low packets during college, because Sweet and Low at that point wasn't a carcinogen. Wonder what they consider it now. But, and when I met hubby, he took his coffee the same way. Now I'm such a wuss. I'm like, once somebody gave me coffee with cream in it, I was like, oh, that is candy coffee, and that's how I want it all the time. So now I'm absolutely. Wait, Cliff. Oh, was he from Cheers? Was that the Cliff from Cheers? I'm about as useful as Cliff from Cheers too. Basically, yeah. Earl of Sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
That was. I mean, that is. Oh man, Cicero, you're killing me, girl. You're killing me.
Yep.
Narky narc, definitely.
I've never actually had cream.
Well, it's creamer in the States, which is basically half cream, half milk. So it's not cream, but you can. Well, the fake creamer stuff is like they make it artificially thick. But it's like, there you go, black like your soul. And that was the same with me, Alanise, that growing up, my mom loved her coffee black. So that was a smell that was like, that's home.
God, I can imagine it. Clotted cream. Oh my God. That would just be, that'd be frightening.
Oh, Shuggy. Did you see the one about the bridge? If you've got a great hand, you don't need a partner. Shuggy follows up with your name, and you might win the rubber. Hello.
It's quite funny. The term rubber, of course, refers to an eraser here in the UK. Over there, it means something different. So here, a rubber will help you erase a mistake. Over in America, a rubber will help you stop making that mistake in the first place.
Did you say erase?
Mm-hmm.
We say erase. It's on the end of there.
Erase.
It's an eraser.
It's an erase, apparently.
It's an eraser. Not an eraser. I mean, it's okay. I still love you, Mark, but
Potato,
oh my gosh. I have a full stomach of very strange things, including shrimp cheeks. Who knew that shrimp had cheeks? Okay, wellies are the boots. What are the little band-aids? They weren't plasters, they were called something else.
You sure about that?
I'm not sure either. You tell him, Cicero. You tell him.
Yeah, touche is correct. They are plasters.
But I want to say that, like, maybe it's Australian, that they came up with, and it may have been a brand name as opposed to like a common term of something besides, because it wasn't plasters, because that, like, I've heard forever from all the World War II dramas that I've watched.
Yeah, I only worked out the other day that pavement is actually a thing in the US as well.
What do you guys call it?
Well, I mean, we what we refer to as the pavement is the sidewalk in America. Okay, but I found out the other day from an American that
that's an important thing to get right.
Is the actual surface of the sidewalk, that the surface that it's made out of. So if you say stand on the pavement, it could be like stand on the surface of the sidewalk. But
pavement is normally the road surface for us.
Yeah.
Not
that's what I mean. So, it can also be the road surface, because they can be made out of the same thing. So it could get confusing to an American over here to say, "Hey, let's stand on the pavement," and then they get run over by a number 18 bus.
Not a good thing. Not a good thing. But we rarely have double deckers, though. So I think there are some touristy ones in New York City, but we rarely have double decker buses, which is unfortunate. Those look cool. Apparently, Cicero, you need to yelk at Shuggy. Not that I am calling anyone out on typos, because I never type typos at all.
Our sidewalks are called pavements.
They're called what? Wait a minute. how do you say asphalt?
Tarmac.
That's not even close. I mean, the tarmac is what airplanes land on. That's
asphalt.
the tarmac.
Asphalt sounds more like a dodgy fart.
Asphalt. See, it's. Oh, wait a minute. Shopping
trolleys.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's a trolley?
They're shopping carts for us.
Yep.
Definitely not buggies. Wait a minute. Sue Bear, you call them buggies? We don't call them. Is that a Southern thing?
Okay.
We just call them shopping carts.
If I said buggy here, what does that mean there?
In my mind, it's a baby buggy. So it's like a stroller. We don't tend to use baby buggy. Well, that or there are a lot of bugs out and it's buggy tonight. So if you're talking a noun, I would guess that it was a stroller. The kind that doesn't necessarily fold up. Like in my mind, a baby buggy doesn't fold up like a stroller.
Yeah, it'd be the sort of one that you would use for maybe a toddler.
Okay.
Sort of forward-facing ones that you might
see. Those are strollers for us. They tend to be strollers, and of course, because we're always on the move and we can never take a frickin' break, they're all collapsible and fold upable and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, they fold up here because space, you know.
Yeah. Oh, because of space. There you go. There you go. Alan I's dropping the truth bombs. There you go. Was it Baby Buggle? Bump a bit? Baby Buggy Bumper something. See, and pram, I don't think we use pram at all.
A pram is something you put a newborn in.
For a newborn. Okay, see, that's more like a baby carriage for us or a baby buggy. In fact, I still remember the baby carriage that did not fold up at all.
It's the ones that don't send the baby flying when you like load a bunch of shopping bags onto the back of it and let go.
Gosh. I'm not even sure that they're like much used anymore. In fact, when we did some volunteer work with an unhoused charity down here,
most people these days requested carry ones.
Yeah, they requested that we get them what are called the umbrella strollers, which are the kind that fold up to a little bit larger than a stroller, than an umbrella, but not much. And that because they can use that to carry their pets around or their belongings. Yeah, because a lot of folks that live outside have pets to help keep them safe.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of that.
So a pacifier we call a dummy. Sorry.
A dummy. There you go, touche. Rubber baby buggy bumpers. There you go. Yeah.
I couldn't say that like you say,
but we actually called them binkies for progeny, and we say that Coco needs binkies too, because like labs and retrievers, Goldens and labs, they tend to need something in their mouth to help them work off any like anxiety. So if Coco ever, yeah, if Coco ever needs, like, she starts getting a little nippy, like, baby needs her binky. Yes, most of. What is a chifforobe?
I haven't got a bloody clue.
Is that like a standalone closet? No, a chifforobe. It's like a tall. Is that a tall boy? Like a taller chest of drawers. Is that what it is?
No idea.
All right,
James. You'll have to expand on that one.
Google that puppy, James. I want to say, I'm like heading back to like hysteria with a lisp. No, it's not. I want to say it's a specific style of furniture. I can at least say it's furniture. and I want to say it was a specific type of chest
God,
furniture.
I'm not in a very good mood with Google right now because me
All
and
right,
Google
all right, all right.
recently had
Hold
an
on a
argument.
minute. Hold on. Schiffer robe.
It used to be the case that the only useful use for Bing was to search for Google. Now I use Bing to look for everything because Google can do one.
Ah.
At least for the next 3 months.
All right, James K. Schiffer robes. It is a standalone furniture. Closet-like piece of furniture that combines. Oh, it's got like hanging on one side and then drawers on the other. So it kind of combines the best of both worlds. Here's a little. Oh, see.
So it has
Riptide,
Narnia on one side, and then it has
a modern invention, having been in use only a short time. So it's only been from 1908. So yeah.
Of course, yeah. It's really
See, Helenize of drawers. Oh, Sue Bear. There are so many dogs that love Binkies. It is adorable. In fact, for Basil, our golden, he actually had a Kong Binky that we could like stuff treats into, and it was so funny. It was so funny to see a rather large an 80-pound golden retriever with a Binky in his mouth. That was kind of funny. Yeah, and I mean, we won't even go into the fact that y'all call your cars completely by the wrong stuff. We don't need to go there.
It's quite funny. We obviously don't call gasoline gas.
Petrol, right?
We call it petrol. Do you know what the official term for our accelerator pedal in our car is? The official term.
I'm trying to come up with something clever and failing utterly. What?
Yes. What do you guys call it?
Call it the gas pedal.
Yeah.
You don't call it the petrol pedal, do you?
No, we don't call it the petrol pedal.
Accelerometer?
No.
James, I liked it. I did. I give that answer props. So what do you call it? What's the official name?
An unofficial term can be the throttle or the accelerator, but there is an official term for it. And the official term you've already said.
Not the petrol pedal.
No.
Oh, the accelerometer? No. What'd I say? Not the gas pedal.
Yes.
Listen, y'all know. I'm putting my foot down.
Do you know, the funny part is it actually makes sense. Because in an old car with a carburetor, the throttle doesn't actually control the amount of petrol or gasoline that goes into the engine. It controls the airflow, the amount of gas that goes into the engine, which then, of course, would use a Venturi effect to get a fuel air mixture correct. And
oh my!
But it would do all of the fuel flow stuff by itself, depending on the amount of air going into the engine. So technically, when you press a gas pedal, you're introducing an actual gas into the engine. At least with an old carburetor, modern cars might work differently. But
wow,
especially with electric cars,
yeah, it's definitely strange.
That was my 3 a.m. thought from the other day. That's what I woke up to at 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, huh?
All right, Mark, in the UK, what are you doing if you're watching a TV?
It depends whether you got a TV license or not. If you haven't got a TV license, you're breaking the bloody law.
Oh my. Yeah, that's
not strictly true. You can actually watch television without a television license, but in certain circumstances.
I don't think that would ever fly in the US. Because we
Of course it wouldn't
love
be,
our
because you're right.
we love our commerce too much, and the capitalist market. Very rarely do we have, if at all, a pure capitalist market. But
Yes, here you need a license to watch all live broadcasts from a television broadcasting company.
I remember seeing
Or
some soft sits.
BBC programs, BBC iPlayer and things like that.
I remember seeing some soft sits trying to
You can
have
watch
their
BBC
way.
programs without a license if they're not sourced through either live TV broadcast or through the BBC iPlayer. Sort of universities do things like that, so that you can still watch it without a TV license. But yeah,
and we absolutely pay taxes up the yin yang, especially depending on like streaming services and stuff. But we don't need a license to TV.
Yeah, it's kind of
Fox.
It's interesting. It's kind of like imagine if you had to pay Walmart for the privilege of shopping at Target and all of these other stores, even though those other stores don't get the money from that.
Yeah, it's
you might never shop at Walmart, but you'd still have to pay them for a license to shop everywhere else. That's kind of what the TV license is like.
Inferno Fox. I was watching someone doing a stream sniping the other day. I'm going to slow clap. Your comments in there were hysterical. Thanks for stopping.
Is this the stream sniping that I was told about after the fact?
Well, it was after the witches panel with Blue and me and
where she did a me.
Yes, yes, where she did a you, and it was hysterical. Absolutely,
I am one proud hubby.
You are the wind beneath my wings. That is funny. You need a radio license for ham radio. I know. Do you Mark, do you guys need, like, is there BBC? I know there's BBC radio. Do you have to is that part of the TV license, or is that
the TV license is just for television?
Okay.
Anybody can listen to BBC radio. You do in your cars. I mean, every car has it automatically tuned in. So no, you don't need a specific license for that.
There you go. Oh, Ellenize. The only thing that could have made it better had been you in the chat. I mean, it was absolutely. This apparently I have been a YouTuber now long enough to not check comments on old streams, because why would I do that? And people have been leaving messages, including one was that it was very sweet. That said that I needed to get a ring light. And I'm like, but I have one. And also was you shouldn't talk so much. I'm like, oh Muffin, this is not the channel for you then. Go with God, go in peace, and find another channel, because I'm sorry.
You shouldn't talk so much. So what are you just going to be sat there just like
apparently just stream other This is thrilling content, isn't it? Coco Boloco came in again. Coco, hi baby. See, she flumped down, which is nice. She's learning to settle. And just sighed at me.
I'm covered in dog hair, by the way. Yeah.
Can I tell you?
I'm white. Dog hair.
Our Basil the Golden Retriever had fluffy yellow hair that went everywhere, and like piles of it. You're like, is that the dog or is that a pile of dog fur? Because there's fluff everywhere. Griff Kai, I'm sure Molly does.
That reminds me of an ex-girlfriend of mine. Not gonna lie.
Coco's fur is brown. I'm sure I have it on me right now.
I prefer that, to be honest, because I mean I am absolutely covered in white hair.
But her fur is like it's short and stubby, and it like burrows its way in. I'm like, oh dang, Cicero, thank you for. I mean, okay, all right.
It's been a pleasure.
Go to your room. Go to your room. What Daytona? Apparently, I was like streaming some police videos or body cam videos or something. The audacity of me to stop and comment on it, because otherwise it wouldn't be fair use. But okay, okay.
I mean, if you want to watch the original videos, go and watch the original videos. It's simple.
It is. It
Problem
is.
solved.
Pekingese and cat. Wait a minute. Pekingese and the cat put out more fur than Molly. Molly must not shed as much as Basil did then, because I mean, he would throw his coat, blow his coat, chunks of it, and we would take him out in the backyard, and we said we were going to make it snow, and I would just rub him down, shoulders down to the, down to the back hips, and like, as opposed to the front hips, shoulders down to hips, and just tufts of it going everywhere. It just, oh, how did you find a Yeti dog?
No, actually, a Yeti has less fur.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a little Frenchie on the other hand. Then yeah, you're just getting covered in fur.
Now I've heard. Okay, so a field golden is like the type that you would take out hunting to be an actual retriever, versus, is it a show golden? I mean, Basil was a gloriously handsome young dog there, but yeah. He blew his coat. Blew his coat. Phrasing.
Turned around to me in voice chat. When was it? Yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was yesterday. And she's like, "I need to get you up on stream." I was like, "Can you say it again, just without the pause?"
Phrasing. Yes. See, again,
it was hilariously funny. And don't get me wrong, I approve of this, Judy, but
no, you're not the field golden. I mean, I'm very fluffy right now, but that's like oh man, I blanked on his name. Gabriel Iglesias. Yeah, he's fluffy. I am very fluffy right now, but I was able to.
I assume we're talking about dog hair.
No, I'm talking about how fat I am right now. But I was able to get into the pool last night and swim laps for a half an hour, so I'm happy about that.
Oh, the new
that
pool.
Was good.
How is the new pool?
But then that dispels my usual thing of saying I got to bulk up for the winter, which is what I also tend to do. But I mean, oh, there you go. There you go.
Yes, yes, they do. Random fact: squirrels don't find like 80% of the nuts that they hide.
Isn't that great for oak trees?
Nuts. Yeah, I think that's actually how a lot of trees end up growing.
We had to cut down a mesquite tree. Yeah, we don't have oak trees here because they require way too much water. We have mesquite trees, which the branches, like the trees don't get. I'm trying.
We have oak trees that are all Magna Carta.
I'm trying to be careful with how I phrase this, especially with you, sir. The trunks tend to be at least bifurcated, if not more. Like a cluster of trunks, and then the branches just go willy-nilly, and they
she said willy
willy-nilly, and is that worse? I don't even know, but
we had to get on that. Not the willy, but the fact that Judy said willy.
we had to cut down one of the mesquites in our backyard because
I'm not encouraging sexual deviancy in the side chat.
It doesn't take much. Let's be honest. A little nudge is all it takes. A little flick, one might say. Stop it. Stop it now. So we cut it down. And especially here, like mesquites, they don't normally get that big because their lifespan is not like the oak trees that are older than the Magna Carta kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
The inside was so hollowed out by vermin and whatever else that when they cut it, all of these like mesquite pods and our version of acorns came pouring out. It was insane. Yeah, that is no.
It was like one of those cakes that you open and it's got all the Smarties inside.
Basically, the desert version of the Sonoran Desert version of that. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm a little surprised because let's see. Basil has been gone now since September, so October. So 9 months he's been gone, and we because my body does not enjoy cleaning at all. We are blessed to have a woman come through once a week and try to straighten up the mess that we leave her. God bless Miss Becca. So she does a much better job of like making sure the corners are clean than I ever did. Bless you, Becca. So that may be the only reason why I'm still not finding, patches of basil around. But I'm also relatively sure that if I pull some clothing out that I haven't worn for a little while, I will find basil hair on it. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm still finding dog hair from my dog, and I haven't had my dog for years.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll walk around and there'll just be random dog hairs on my foot, and it's just like, where the hell did you come from?
I mean, I am sure that I ate a good amount of basil fur because they're just.
I know that it's a dog hair because it's ginger. I don't have any ginger here, so
there you go.
It's like absolutely the dog's fault.
Oh. Hey, I think the honey butter potato chips and the shrimp cheek Whoozy Watts, I think they've stopped fighting with the seaweed chips, which is a good thing. We're getting a little international harmony going on in my stomach. This is good because they were not happy before. They were not happy. I believe they were actually disputing territorial lines. So hopefully the French blood orange soda is creating a little kumbaya, and let's all hold hands and let's be nice. This is what I'm hoping. Mental.
The only problem is that women are the woe of all men.
We're the what?
The woe of all men.
Yeah. All our problems start with you.
Woe men.
Listen, we tried telling you from long ago. Just back off. Not in the mood.
The whinging pom was in here earlier, Anthony. You missed him.
And I have to say, oh, there it is. Okay. Anthony, you are in Australia, not New Zealand, or are you in New Zealand?
Everybody knows that Shuggy is my dad.
Everybody knows that Shuggy is my dad, so I'm Whinging Pom Jr.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. All right. Hey, PDD. Okay. So, yeah. I really do need to have some ginger. I really do. All right, Anthony. Australia or New Zealand? Remind me, please. I think he's in Australia, right? Because I tried these today.
Anthony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're so good. I live in southern Arizona, which is on the doorsteps of hell. I'm not inside hell yet, just on the doorstep. But Sydney, there you go.
It sounds hot enough there to be considered hell.
It was 110 when I left the house today. Then we had a sudden downpouring. I didn't think we were
I would die.
expecting any monsoon today, but it was quite nice. It was 110 degrees Fahrenheit, which I don't even know what that is Celsius. But the rain cooled off at least the air temp 30 degrees Fahrenheit. So it was only 80 degrees when I got back. Oh, Raven. What did I do to you, Raven? What did I do? Raven, why would I want to do that? Dark. See, I looked at those and I was like, let me do the original first. The dark chocolate. They're not so overly sweet. I really liked them. Look at the size of his putter. Dang, my shafts. Oh, I hate it when the shaft gets bent. I really do. Whack the hell out of that sucker. After 18. Oh, I almost got it out.
To be honest, I can last 20 holes minimum. So
we're having.
I mean, if they're really close together.
Oh my gosh!
You get 20 holes in the same place, and it's just an orgy, isn't it? So.
I would like to live. Okay, wait. Chocolate bang. Bite 2 of the opposite corners of a Tim Tam, then dunk your coffee or tea through it.
Wait, a chocolate bang or a chocolate bong?
Chocolate bong. Sorry. Because, of course, I am just so innocent. My mind didn't even go there. Innocent, naive, you pick. Bite 2 of the opposite corner. Drink your coffee. Okay. All right. I may have to do that. Follow up from Inferno Fox. My hands are so sweaty I can't get a good grip. And a nice stroke, but your follow through leaves a lot to be desired. All right. Okay. Oh, and finally, just turn your back and drop it. Hold on. Gotta wash my balls. Dang, it's the holes again. Oh man, see, I'm getting hot again. It's getting warm in here. It doesn't actually like cool down in the desert. It depends. Like when we've had like 3 days straight of 110, it doesn't cool down at night. Even normally in the Sonoran Desert, when the sun goes away on a cloudless night, that allows all the heat to, somewhere to go. But dang.
I have this one annoying wall not too far from here that heats up during the day, and it's like a radiator at night, and every time I walk past it when I go to the shop, especially when I come back from the shop, I'm already knackered. I'm already just like, I want to get inside and just get the fan on, and I have to walk past this damn wall, and it's just like, it's like walking through a furnace. I'm like, yeah, no.
It really is like a blast zone, especially with the wind down here. But the winds generally start bringing in the moisture from the Gulf, from the Baja, the Pacific Ocean, up through the Baja of Mexico and up. And dang, that's like, once it finally hits, it's like, oh my goodness. Anthony added one. Keep ending up in the long grass.
Don't cut the grass. Smoke it.
Slow.
It's legal.
At almost 10 o'clock at night. So, well, see, man, 81 degrees is like, that's a dream here. Well, let me see, because it rained and cooled stuff off for a hot minute. Sorry, bad. Let's see what it is now. And we're back up to 100. Thank you. That's another thing. We get such like wide sweeps in the temperatures, because 110 in the hot part of the day, which is usually about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But hopefully it gets down to the 60s at night. That's quite a temperature differential. It's like, how do you dress for that? Because you dress very differently for 110 versus 60. And I can tell you
110, I dress naked inside and refusing to go anywhere near direct sunshine.
in a weird way, you feel better with clothes on. And I say this from experience. The clothes got to absorb some of the sweat. Or, you know, I mean,
Oh, don't get me wrong. I
something.
have a fan that goes places in those circumstances.
You figure out what parts of your body hold the heat in. Absolutely. Oh. I'm gonna let you read that one, Mark.
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna be getting a haboob soon. Blowing dust. Look out.
Raven, no, knackered as in tired. Sleepy. Exhausted.
Hey, next
Too
Friday, it's
tired for the knickers.
next Friday the high is only supposed to be 99. Where are my sweaters?
Yeah, no, I'd still die. Yeah,
I-
anything above sort of 30 and I die.
I grew up in Wisconsin. I grew up like my birthday's in April, and I remember snow on my birthday. It was freaking cold. My mom still loves the days that are, as she terms them, crisp, which means you go outside, you go, and the snot freezes in your nose. Those are the days she loves. Beautiful, wonderful. I cannot handle them anymore. My body's like, no, your blood is thinned out now. You're an Arizonan. You need the heat. There you go. Yeah.
Of course, Raven. I don't doubt it.
And absolutely, ice packs make all the difference.
Honestly, if I had fire engine, I would park it outside and just have it filled up with water and just sit there and just turn the pump on and just sit on the back and just
We do that sometimes. We absolutely do that. I love the phrase twat waffle. I think that is a wonderful phrase that the British have given us, and I absolutely. Yeah, see, Liz.
It's a complete and utter twat waffle.
August is hard in the desert, and I'm sure it is in Nevada as well. September's getting worse though, because September you're like, okay, school is in session. Because we start school in Arizona usually like by the second, maybe third week of August, but that's it. All our schools have AC. But
I would get very hard actually in that temperature because I'd die and rigor mortis would set in, and then I'd be
there. You go.
I'd be rock solid.
Douche canoe is another good one. Twat waffle, douche canoe. I love those. Absolute douche lord. Snow in June. They're getting some weird weather now, man. Hello. I'm sure that didn't affect all y'all, but my chat just went wild, but that's okay. Schmeghead. Schmeghead. Spazosaurus. That's another good one. It's been lovely having you here. Thank you for your jokes as well. Definitely. Wait. What is market? That is one. That is one.
That is one that I will absolutely randomly blurt out.
Liz, I'll tell you, we are done by like second, third week of May. But yeah, growing up, it definitely was. It was starting, like it was Labor Day to Memorial Day. That's when the school year was. But I don't know. Splog Puppy. Raven, I have not heard that one before. Red Dwarf was a fun one. Yeah, it was in the 90s. I needed to move to a state that had seasons and very little.
Smegma.
I mean, it was from a sci-fi show. That was funny. I mean, Red Dwarf was funny. It might be. Mark, is it safe to Google? You're always leading Sweet Sue Bear down the primrose path, so I'm not sure.
It's safe by my
Slooge.
standards.
Slooge is interesting. I don't think I've heard Slooge either.
Bearing in mind, if the British police ever got hold of my search history, they would be like, dude, this guy needs to go into some kind of institute.
Whenever I'm watching a live trial, my search history just will peg me as someone who's dangerous to society, because I'm like, how long to die in the cold? Not even how long, but how long to, like, how many hours does it take to warm up a hypothermic body? Like all this kind of stuff. Like, why is
the kind of things that I Google just because of the nature of what I do. I'm a law student. I sometimes have to Google some rather interesting things. Nothing illegal, but still very sort of questionable.
Yeah. I remember, during the Darrell Brooks trial, I didn't watch a whole lot of the, it was another Wisconsin one. Yes, I have been watching the Reed case. What was her name? The one that chopped the head off of her boyfriend and dismembered the body. Don't look at my search history from that time period. I didn't even watch much.
I do remember hearing about it. I don't remember what the case is about altogether, but yeah.
Splooge Puppy. I mean, that's fun. Oh my gosh.
Sue Bear's absolutely correct. Smeghead can absolutely describe Cade.
And during the funding drive, announcer said, "Don't be a smeghead, donate to the station." Someone did not tell him what it was. The texts are insane from Trooper Proctor. Wow.
Yeah, I think Jim was reading some of those on his channel.
Oh my gosh.
They're doing a dramatic reading, which and I were watching it sort of in the background there. But
Today, when we're 87,541 days into trial, we finally get the medical examiner. So yes, we now know how he died. Well, we know from the direct. She hasn't been crossed yet. But I'm like, oh.
It's taken this long to establish that?
Yes. It's like all the other stuff. I know for sure it was snowing because they've asked that of the Lolly, the prosecutor, has asked that of just about everyone. It was snowing that night. Thank you. We got it. He literally asked, where were you sitting in the bleachers for a high school sports game to one of the witnesses? What do we care if you were in row 1 or 2? Do we care? We don't care. We do not care.
Okay.
Oh, the text between John and Karen
didn't get picked up as being completely irrelevant.
The jury might have already had the case and come back with a verdict if Lolly would have been tight with his questioning. Phrasing. However, if he would use efficiency,
it's kind of like, would you mind telling me what color the sky was that day?
And what order did you graduate from kindergarten in? Do you remember who your classmates were? It doesn't matter. It does not matter. And the text between John and Karen were pretty. They were pretty gnarly. Yeah. Except they're not even done yet, though. Lolly is just so. I don't know. If this is actually, hey, Abby, welcome in.
It can be a trial technique. I mean, it's a pretty
flood the area with crap so the jurors don't know what to believe and what not to believe.
But I'm surprised they were allowed to get away with it, especially this long. I mean,
the judge is now starting to like. A lot of people feel that the judge is leaning much heavier on the defense, and she doesn't like the grandstanding that a defense lawyer tends to lean into. She does not appreciate that at all, and I can't blame her for it, but she has set herself up for some of these issues. Remind me, guys, I think it was like within the first week of trial, maybe even within the first 2 days or so, she didn't like all the pre-numbered exhibits. She wanted them numbered as they came into evidence, which, as you may know, you don't know if every piece of evidence that has gone through the pretrial, is it in, is it out, the motions in limine, all that good stuff. Is everything going to be used? Maybe, maybe not. She made them over one weekend renumber all the exhibits. And they have their trial notebooks are like 17 of these, this size.
Oh my God.
And to renumber all of the exhibits. Are you freaking kidding me? All of the defense attorneys and even the prosecutors that I have seen give their 2 cents on this case are like, what is he doing? Just absolutely like, no. Carrie T.
I mean, there are certain things that you have to prove with a murder case, but you don't have to. You don't have to prove everything, including the weather. I mean, unless it's really relevant.
Yeah.
And
it's
which, hello, darling.
Hey, how you doing, baby girl? How you doing? Oh, I was taste testing stuff from all over the world. I needed some NATO peacekeepers in my stomach to help with all of the fun stuff. But tomorrow morning should be interesting. It should be. Yeah, and that's another thing. The prosecutor seems to be trying to disprove some of the lines that the defense is probably going to try during their case in chief. But he's not proven his own case yet. You got to prove your own case.
I mean, yeah, why not wait until they make their arguments, and then you can, then you can just work on it then. I mean, once you know what you're trying to disprove, then it's a lot easier to disprove it. I mean, if you're trying to sort of like guess everything, then you're going to start going into irrelevant points and things. It's just
they actually had a witness that the vast majority of his testimony had to do with a witness's phone. Not the defendants, not the victims. A witness's phone. It's like, I'm sorry, who's on trial again? Remind me? Because dang. Yeah, it was.
I'm kind of glad that I haven't watched most of this.
It's infuriating. It really.
Yeah.
I keep thinking about the jury, because if I come into a case without knowing a lot of the stuff that's that the internet's going to internet ahead of time, I try to come in as a juror. So what makes it into evidence? Because there's a lot of stuff that is known, quote unquote, known, that will never make it into the courtroom as evidence. Okay. So trying to go into it with that, I am trying to picture myself in the jury box going, what does this have to do with the man who died in the cold? What I don't know. And it absolutely is the jury and John O'Keefe's family, I feel the worst for, because they did not do a very good investigation at all. And yeah, I wish they would have tried Turtle Boy first. Then they could have tried Karen to keep out all the conspiracies, because it is, it's insane. Bye, Raven. And you be blessed too, friend.
It sounds to me like the sort of case that's just been a complete and utter cock up right from the start to finish.
So messed up. I mean, I went to college in Massachusetts, in Western Mass, and I heard stuff about the Boston PD, and that was eons ago. But yes, both sides requested a delay. Both sides did, and the judge denied them both. Now I bet she wishes she had granted it, because stuff is just all over, man. It just really is. There are comparisons being made to the trial of OJ, most definitely. Yeah, it is not good. And there has been a federal investigation into how Canton PD has been doing stuff. I don't think it's done, or if it is, they now have grounds to reopen based on some of the stuff that's been said.
This strikes me. It strikes me that this is going to be something that's going to be appealed left, right, and center.
If they've got grounds already, which is really sad, because then the jury losing 2 months of their lives is going to be meaningless then, which is sad, very sad.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, there's another burp. That was a seaweed burp.
Oh. I may have let one rip earlier on.
Yeah.
And apparently it was almost enough to challenge the infamous cop shop fart.
Uh-oh. Gotta love it, man.
My friend farted in a police station in the entrance lobby to a police station, which is 3 stories high. And oh my God. I've never... I've smelt death. I've smelt things that people just not ever want to smell in their lives, but that thing was, oh my God. Night, darling. Love you.
Sleep well. Yeah, I'm actually. It's been over 2 hours now.
It was rancid.
It's amazing.
Even the police walked in, they turned around, walked back out, and locked us in the lobby. I was like, "No, save me!" I was like, you're meant to protect my life. I'm not infected. Get me
out. Protect me. No.
I was going to phone 999 and call the fire brigade to get me out. I can't stay in here.
Gosh.
This is
tomorrow morning's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Honey butter potato chips. I don't think I'm going to go for that again. I think I can be safe in saying that's not going to crack my top 10 list of yummy snackies. Now the Tim Tams, they're a high contender on there. That most because they're not so sweet that they just, we still have plenty for another stream. Plenty.
And you need to make some proper tea for the Dunkin' coefficient test.
Yeah. Yeah, I got those. Absolutely. Hit that mouthwash. Absolutely. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting because I don't have my gallbladder.
69, as we found out earlier.
There you go. I don't have my gallbladder either, so I have to drink literally an insoluble resin that I have to mix with water. And as you may know, insoluble means it doesn't mix with water. So it is suspended in water until I can choke it down. I lovingly call it goopy grout because that's what it feels like I'm drinking is watered down grout. It is so much fun. I'm not sure there's enough goopy grout in the world to deal with what's happening tomorrow, but that's all right. We will get some proper tea instruction from Shuggy. And I mean, because we need the coefficients. We do. We will have, a whole we'll have a whole instruction. Brew tea along at home and get some digestives, which I didn't know they were a thing. Maybe that's what I need in my life is more digestives. Maybe then I can have less goopy grout. Oh, there's another one. Oh, that was some of the mochi. It's, red bean. Red bean is yummy, though. It really is. Oh, my goodness. Because I grew up in Wisconsin. I mean, we had the little crackers the teething crackers, but I mean, I also had very frugal parents, so they're like, look, go eat some grass. I'm sure you'll be fine. I mean, well, see,
Yeah,
this
have
is,
some hay.
yeah, pretty much. I know, James, the English language is weird. It really, because actually flammable and inflammable mean the same thing. How is that for wait, what?
Oh, lemon tart is finally here. Mm-hmm.
Hello again. Wait a minute. Oh, see, you and Cicero. We need to have a joke off with you two. And maybe we plan that one. We just absolutely have, a head-to-head, tete-a-tete with Lemon Tart and Cicero. I think we need to do that
So you can make
personally.
the best jokes about Caden.
See, we got Scots and English in the chat to teach me how to do this right. So, we
And
definitely
I'm hybrid. I'm an Englishman in Wales.
You're unique. You're unique, as we like to say. You are very unique.
I'm invigorating.
You're the most invigorating man I've ever met. Wait.
Yes, I am.
Sure. We'll go with it. All right, guys. So I think Thursdays are going to work out better because there are too many freaking people streaming on Fridays. Yeah, and then when family stuff starts up again on Fridays for me with the school year, I won't change again. So, Sue Bear does tell joke. Maybe we need to have an open mic night because Sue Bear's got some good ones too. Let me tell you.
That would actually be really funny.
I think we need to have an open mic night where just people just spit out their best, and we make Judy lose control of her bladder. That may just be the bar. I'm a woman of a certain age.
I already know that's absolutely possible.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
We're going to be doing a probable cause analysis on Judy wetting herself.
What's the coefficient? How much does Judy have to drink, and how many jokes need to be told?
We need Shuggy in here.
let's get some pen and paper out. Let's get some math. Let's get the math be math in here. Oh, believe me, yes. When does my merch drop? Right, because I'm a serious YouTuber. No, I'm
not at all. Next Tuesday.
Yeah. Quite possibly. Yes. All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming. We have lots more nibbles from around the world to
judging from the side chat, some of them may have come multiple times.
Okay, Coco. I mean, anything. Coco with that silly thingy on her head. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants me on their shirt. Nobody wants to see this. No. That. No. But yeah, I mean, Stanley Bucks.
I don't know. We can make a funny avatar. That'd be.
Whack somebody over the head with a Stanley, and we'll just have fun.
Somebody made me a animated GIF the other day of me walking around as a stick man, just
Yeah.
bashing my giant schlong on other people's heads and knocking them out.
Alrighty then.
I'm not gonna lie, I quite enjoyed that one.
Alrighty then. See, we just, yeah. Thank you, Alan.
Yes, and speaking of tapping, don't forget to stroke and tickle that like button until it squirts some color in your face.
It's very invigorating.
Invigorate that like button.
Apparently someone knows that gift. There you go. I wonder who that was.
All
right, guys. Same bat time, same bat channel next week. Take care. Have a great week. See y'all later.
Catch you all later. Bye.